Be here. I went to high school here. I was born in Stroudsburg. No kidding. There were actually people that were born. No kidding. Not bad. Of course, I went to school, just like everybody else. I enjoyed school. Did I take school seriously? Anybody? Maybe just as much as anybody else did. Okay. I went away to school. I went to college at Lycoming College in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have a graduate degree at American University. I have that in finance and economics. And I had a job in Washington, D.C., sitting behind a desk. But guess what? Couldn't sit down very long. So I came home, started working at the Budget Inn and Suites as a restaurant manager. Anybody want to gather how many hours a week I worked?
More than 40 hours.
More than 40. Anybody want to take another guess?
More than 50.
More than 50. Probably very close to 80 hours a week for a good 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Then I became the general manager, and then a few years after that I purchased it. When I was 34 years old. I had to go borrow a number of millions of dollars. Do you think I was nervous?
Yeah.
So see that poster up there? I took a mortgage. I did not use any personal debt, and I never, ever, ever used a credit card, because you know what happens when you use credit cards?
You get in trouble.
You get in a lot of trouble. That's right. So I'm still paying down the loans, but that helped me buy the property. Without that loan, I was nervous as could be, signing my name to it. Because if I didn't do it, what would happen? If I couldn't make the payments, what would happen?
Not be able to pay any of it back.
Okay. What else happens? What happens when you don't pay a mortgage?
And your business would have to be placed towards the bank that you loaned it from.
Absolutely. The bank takes it back. Is that embarrassing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little bit of failure. Who wants to fail? Who wants to fail? Nobody wants to fail. That's why you work those hours, because you don't want to fail. You do it. That's what it's about. And did I make a lot of mistakes along the way? How many did I learn from them? Sometimes. Not always. But that's what you do. So we borrowed money, and you had to create a budget, because you had to pay the bank back, right? But what else did you have to pay? How about all the people that worked for you? Do they want to get paid? Absolutely. You had to pay your electric bills. You had to pay everything. And when it comes out and you look at it, what do you have left at the end of the day? A lot or a little? A little. And you look and you say, I'm working 80 hours a week, and what do I have for it? What do you have for it? Self-esteem. You have pride. An entrepreneur. Do you think an entrepreneur has self-esteem? Do you think they feel good about themselves? Do they have pride in what they do? Absolutely. So what am I telling you? Do you do your homework well? You have pride in the amount of homework you do. When you hand it in, are you proud of it? Because if you're not doing the work now, what's going to be different in a year from now? What's going to be different 5 years from now? What's going to be different 10 years from now? Are you going to be saying, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, or are you going to do it now? That's a question. I can't answer it for you. You have to answer it. Because how many of you all want to go work for somebody else? You all want to be your own boss, right? How well are you going to treat your other staff members that work with you? Are you going to be nice? You're going to say, that's the way you do it. And how well are they going to do it? Did they do their homework? Did they take pride in their work? Are they representing you well to the customers? All questions. I can't answer that. These are all things that you have to ask yourselves. And what are you going to do? So now, I could probably talk, and you probably get talked to a lot of times. So why don't you ask me some questions, if you have any. If not, I'll ask you some questions. But why don't you ask me some questions? Yeah, I know you. You're successful early. We know you have one under 40, John.
What made you want to even like begin to start like with this like career choice anyway?
Because I recognized I couldn't sit down behind a desk. And I went to 6 years of college to recognize that, you know what, I'm not an office guy. And I love people. So being in the restaurant business, you know, it fell right into me. And it's in my blood. It's what I'm proud of. I enjoy doing it. Guests like to come to my restaurant. They enjoy it. They come to my inn. My inn beats everybody up here. There's a Hampton Inn. There's a Howard Johnson. There's a Best Western. There's a Holiday Inn Express. But guess who does better than all of those?
What do you credit that for?
Well, it can't be me. Because I'm only one person, I have 57 employees. So I have to credit my staff who take pride and integrity in the hard work that they do. They feel good about themselves. I want them to feel good about themselves. If I can get them to feel good about themselves and feel pride in what they do, what happens? All the guests that come in feel good. They're happy. And then my property is successful. So that's my job, is to do that. I build up my staff. Make them feel good about what they do. Are they happy to do their job? Yes?
Initially, when starting your business, did you feel that the opportunities outweighed the risks? Because there's a lot of risks when you start out your business.
You know, that's an excellent question.